Hello, viewers from around the world. This is the Melting Pot, and I am your host, Izo. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you are welcome to the show. As always, I am not alone. I am joined today by my beautiful sister, Amen. She is delectable. She is an MC par excellence.
Yes,
Telling you.
yes, yes,
And
yes.
she also goes by the name MC Blank. How are you,
Yes,
my
one and
sister? How
only.
are you?
I'm good. You can tell that I've been doing a lot of MC work, jobs rather. I was in Regina, so you can tell my voice is already turning on its own. But I'm good. How you doing? Good to see you.
Good. Your voice still sounds amazing as always. So, what's new with you?
Thank you.
Tell us a little
Oh
about
my
all the
goodness.
things you've been up to.
Well, for the first time, I had an MC job in Regina. Although I've been to Regina before, but the first time I went there, I went to dance. Funny enough, though.
I went
But
to that.
now the second time, I went to MC and it was huge. It was a very wonderful experience. And the thing about my job is I get to meet new people and I get to
Mhm.
learn how to mesmerize them. It's
Mhm.
it's it's not easy when you meet new crowds. So but this time around I met new people and they were like, "Oh my goodness, you did such a great job." And I love to I take in the
Yeah.
validation when they give it to me. I'm like, oh, thank
Oh.
you, thank you, thank you. Super special one. It was amazing. Trust me, I had fun.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yesterday we had the advert last week, and I was at the Married and Blessed Singles banquet of the winners. And you said something
Mm-hmm.
very funny because you were also an MC there, and
EMC.
clapping
Yeah.
will make you lose calories. I laughed for a
Yes.
very long time. I was like, okay. I have never
Oh
heard
yeah.
that. So now when I'm in my room, I'm clapping in the hope that I would lose some calories.
Oh, keep it going. You will lose calories. Trust me. Yes, yes. I know that for sure. So what about
Yeah.
you? Tell me anything
Uh,
new? Any new information?
well, no, no
No.
new information. But my week was good.
Okay.
I went to
Mhm.
work. A dear friend of mine. Well, that's new information. A dear friend of mine had
Okay.
a baby after 6 years. So we were
Oh
very
my
happy,
God.
very, very
That's so
happy. I went to
sweet.
visit them, and the difference as it is here, it was just her and the husband. And so she was telling me how
Mm,
everything went. I said, well, if it was back home, your mom would be here, to help you with the
yes,
baby and stuff. But
hmm.
you're doing well. So at least that was something that made my week very, very, very
Oh,
interesting as well.
I can imagine. I can
But
imagine. That's super
again,
exciting.
you, so it's than the bad. So whilst I was happy with that, I saw this mail. I think that was it Friday or so, about the teachers' action for the week. The Saskatoon Teachers Forum. They've been having
Yeah.
issues with the government about funding and stuff, and they said they were going to withdraw lunch services for this whole week, which is the Easter week. So I was like, oh
Yeah.
dear God, how would parents cope with all of this?
Yeah, it's a lot, but I think they are trying to now get the parents involved because these things affect parents. Maybe they've been fighting alone and they're like, look, we are looking after your children. You understand?
Yeah.
And if we need to get this done, you have to be in the fight with us. And I totally understand them. And I also want to say that I happen to have worked with the school board and I get to see the sacrifices, the engagements, the way teachers go all out to make sure that these students
Exactly.
are very, very okay. Yeah, so they
Are
put in
well
so much
catered
work.
for.
Yeah, so whatever they are doing should not be underrated by the government. And I think they should come to that table, whatever it is they're asking for. I am so sure that the government can meet them halfway, if not all the way. You understand? And I think this is where parents have to come in, write letters, because some people will be going to work. Imagine having to stop work at some point to come be home at home with your children for an hour. Then you go back to work
Mhm.
again and take them back to school. It's not easy. It's
It's
not
not
easy.
easy,
It's
really,
affecting me too.
especially
Yeah.
yeah, it's not easy, especially
Mhm.
for for some of the kids that have to be bused to school, because not every parent, their work schedule allow them to drop their kids off. So it's even harder for those that their children are bused to school, because the buses now take the children back home for lunch. And so some of the parents would in between, or between the two of them rather, decide, okay, going now, who is now going home to stay with the kid, both parents up.
Exactly.
So I really hope that government and the Saskatoon Teachers Forum come to some middle ground, so that things on and the education of our children will be more secured in a more conducive environment. And then another thing that I heard today, and that was even on a sadder note, is the passing away of one of our Nollywood veterans. Ago. I saw the news, and it really
Yeah.
weighed on it, because this is someone that is a seasoned actor. I remember all the different uh, movies I watched him in. He can
Aki
do
and
drama,
Pawpaw. Yeah.
serious stuff. He can do native doctor at the same time, do the father to
Yes.
Aki and Popo. So he was
Very
very
versatile.
diverse in all of the things he
Yeah.
could. And I heard at this on good authority that he had kidney related issues that eventually led to his demise. So our prayer, the family. We seem to be losing all our veterans. Is it not disturbing to you? I was thinking
And yeah,
about this.
because yeah, if you think about it, the ailment is usually similar, you know. So now that brings me to the question, what really causes kidney failure? All these things, because trust me, there's a point where you get to, you have to drop some things and pick up new lifestyle. Why? Because your
Exactly.
body's not going to be, managing or doing all the things that you used to do back then. So for instance, now I'm not saying that Amechi Monago did all these things. I'm just trying to wrap my head around the fact that there is a particular stage one will get to, and your level of self-care has to
Yeah,
change, for your own
exactly.
good. So if it's exercising you have to do, or you have to stop alcohol, you have to stop maybe red meat, because I heard that there's a point where these things don't really have much value to your health
Yeah,
anymore. I mean, you have to check in with your doctor also, to know
yeah.
what you should do and not be doing. So because there's a point you get to, if you're not the type that goes for checkup regularly, it just takes
Hmm.
one day for your body to shut down, just
Totally.
one day. And it happens, it's like a nosedive. When a plane is just going down, view, it just goes down and crashes, after that. So, and I saw a Mechi where on Instagram where people were soliciting for funds, and he looked like he was far gone, from what I
Mm,
saw. And I was just like, my God, this is so heartbreaking. And my heart goes out to his family. I just hope that people, we are not going to just say, oh, he's dead now, what. I mean, we should use this to, like, okay, check yourself, go for checkup, and whatever your doctor tells you. And I'm going to say
yeah,
this, no offense to anyone, please, please, and please, this is like a something that happens back home that everybody knows about. When you are sick or you feel sick, your first stop is not the church. Like, when I mean
mm,
the church, like, it has gotten to a point whereby it needs medical attention. The church is
mm.
a place of prayer where you go to boost your faith. It's wonderful. Do you understand me? But please,
Yes,
let us
yes.
stop abusing the church by going there when we are so ill. We just lay there without going to seek medical help. It will do you no
Hmm.
good. Okay? Because it's a
Hmm.
pandemic. You go now. I had an aunt who had passed away from um issues with her health. She
Heart.
had very
Okay.
serious, no, it was part of her, I think, her breast. She had
Right,
issues with
right.
it. And I was told that there was a point where they had to bring people to pray, and I was like, look, we need to stop this thing, you understand. Let us try as much as possible to go to the right people to get medical help, and
Yeah.
God help us all. It's
God
something
help
else,
us
yeah.
all. The only thing I will add to that, for those of us here in Canada, um, don't trivialize annual medical checkup, because here in Canada, you're covered for the things you do regular. So if you go for your check, you will be fine. You will be fine, and you can now get information from you. Now that said, there's something else I want to say to our, there's something else I want to our viewers, but before I will go on a short break, we'll come back. I will tell you what I want to say. We'll be right back.
The Melting Pot crew had the privilege of attending the inaugural Saskatoon Black Business Expo.
This engagement that we have here and this ceremony or this event here will help Black-owned businesses to have the opportunity to showcase their products and services, just like they are doing today, to the public, and also to procurement officers in different corporate organizations and government bodies.
Organized by Noble Links Consulting and other partners, this groundbreaking event brought together a diverse array of Black-owned businesses, entrepreneurs, and community leaders.
Welcome. Welcome to the first Black Business Expo here in Saskatoon.
I offer my sincere congratulations on gathering over 100 sold out, as we heard, I might add, Black-owned businesses who are showcasing their products and services.
Since organizing committees, participants, I want to thank you for the invitation to attend the first Saskatoon Black Business Expo.
During our time at the Expo, we had the honor of speaking with some esteemed guests. We also had the pleasure of chatting with passionate vendors, who showcased their talents and contributions to the local economy. Overall, the Saskatoon Black Business Expo was a resounding success, underscoring the importance of diversity and entrepreneurship in our community.
Well, that was wonderful. That's video was the expo that we had over the week, and the melting pot was there, and you, my darling, you were also there showcasing your entrepreneurial skills. So,
Mhm.
I would want you to go first before I say mine. How was it?
Oh my goodness. I don't even have the right words to express how I felt. Yesterday was just mind blowing. The expo, um, okay, first of all, I write books, or I have a book titled Adventures of Chidubem, and that was the major thing I took there to advertise and sell. As well, I also had my MC cards on the table, and I was there with my son. We had shirts, printed out shirts, custom shirt made, Adventures of Chidubem. And the highlight of the day was when the speaker, honorable speaker Randy Weeks, came and he saw my son, had a chat with him, and he said, "Okay, you know what? I'll be right back," because he needed to go have, see other people and also have his speech done. And he did come back to look for us, and he shook
Wonderful.
hands with my son. My son signed the book and gave it to him. So many vendors were there. It was amazing. The turnout was amazing. And I just want to tell everyone watching right now, when I was talking about it mouth to mouth, telling people about the expo, there's something about when there is a vision and you need people to make that vision come to reality. You understand?
Come alive.
And as
Yeah.
the black, yeah, come alive. As a black community, there is joy in working hand in hand when we come together to make something work. Do you understand? I really want to appreciate
Mm-hmm.
everyone that made out time to come out to support, to sell, because it was sold out. It was a sold out event. I sold all my books. Like, I lack words to express how excited, I feel and how excited I felt yesterday. So yeah, it was
Mm-hmm.
wonderful. So many vendors. I have a list of all the vendors. I got the book here. We had tags. Our booth was very, very, the pricing, because we had to pay for the booth, and the price was very fair, so it's really good value for money. I
Totally.
really enjoyed myself yesterday. It was a good
Totally.
experience.
Yes, I was there also, and the melting pot, as a family, we were ably represented there from the video that you just saw. And it was, I think what struck me the most was the organization of it. So we got there, things were already in full swing, everything was organized. It was like I went to, the usual trade fair we would have back home. It was
Yeah.
that feeling and more. And there was so much diversity, from food to logistics to IT to makeup, to financial management. So every sector was ably represented, and we had dignity from the government. The mayor was there, the head of the Chamber of Commerce was also there. So it was really, it was a wonderful time. And I remember that I went to um, one of the stands. There was one of the stands I went to, and I think it was a Ghanaian that was serving dishes there. She was talking about uh, the difference between Ghanaian jollof and Nigerian jollof. And we had this banter back and forth as to which is the tastier jollof, if it was Nigerian jollof or the Ghanaian jollof. So I got to taste my first Ghanaian jollof yesterday. And I would say to our Ghanaian viewers, fair game. You guys are okay, but I'm sorry. I still prefer my Nigerian jollof, because the Ghanaian jollof, the smokiness that Nigerian jollof had. It had a lot of flavor, but then I just missed that smoky feeling that comes with the Nigerian jollof. So we went on arguing about it. I said, I love your jollof, but man, Nigerian jollof is still the best, because
Oh
we
yeah.
nailed the smoke to the T. But one thing that
Yes.
I tasted yesterday that blew my mind from the Ghanaian recipes was wache. So
Oh
there's this
yes.
Nigerian singer that put it in the song. So I saw it was brownish kind of
Mm-hmm.
rice, and I said, "What is this?" And she said, "It's wache." I said, "I know a singer that said, I hope it's
Say
wache."
your love for no go sweet like watch it.
So I tasted it, and man, I know why the guy put it in the song. That food was good. It was rice
Yeah.
beans, and the sauce was given. And I tried shito as well, and that was also good. And there were lots of attires, African attires that people showcased yesterday, and that was also it was a well attended ceremony, and I had a wonderful time. I came by your booth where you were talking about adventures of Chidubem, and I had the pleasure of meeting Chidubem. So
Yes.
that was
Yes.
also good too.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
also good too. So I, it,
Also,
I,
please.
yeah, go
Mhm.
on.
Okay, I just want to tell vendors, please, if you're watching, this is an opportunity for you to call in. The numbers are showing right there on the screen. Call in to tell us, how it went for you yesterday. Were you able to sell out everything? Tell us your experience. We'll be waiting for your call, okay? Please go ahead, Isor.
Totally. Totally. And still on that, I would like to also say to our subscribers, thank you so much, because last week we said on the show that we are trying to hit the 1K mark. And as of today, we hit that mark. So
Yes,
kudos to
yes,
all
yes.
our subscribers. Thank you for constantly subscribing. And if you have not subscribed, I don't know what you are waiting for. Subscribe to our channel, like, follow, comment. Our hands are wide, our heart is big. We welcome people from all walks of life. We welcome all shades of color. This is a safe for everybody. So subscribe so that we like to hear your take on our topics. Like I said in the last episode, it's called the melting pot for a reason. Dive perspective to the middle, and we all find a space inside that. So make sure you subscribe to the channel and share us to those, ask your family members, what are you waiting for? Subscribe. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? So on that note, I also want to thank the organizers of the expo, Noble Links and all their partners. They did a fantastic job. It was
Yes.
well attended. It was a beautiful. It was well set up. I love it when black businesses pull together. On the show last week, I don't know if it was a show or I was telling somebody that here in Saskatoon, and I don't know if that's is the same in other parts of Canada, but here in Saskatoon, on Sundays, families are like, I we want to go and try something new. Oh, let's go do Chinese. Let's go do
Yeah.
Mexican. Oh, let's go try this. Nothing stops other communities from saying, "Oh, we feel like eating Nigerian dishes today. We want to
Yeah.
go try Ghanaian dishes." And if we put
Uh-huh.
our acts together, we now become part of the cuisine, the everyday Canadian family, because
Yes.
most of us we go to McDonald's, we go to KFCs, because they have been able to package it in such a, it is now a staple. Nothing stops jollof rice from being a staple.
Oh,
Nothing stops
yes.
fufu and egusi soup from being a staple. Nothing even
That's
stops the wache that I ate, because I really loved it, from being a staple. And it is programs like this that puts us out there so that other communities can see us and appreciate what we bring to the table. So kudos to them. Thumbs up, big thumbs up. So
yes.
viewers, we'd like to hear your take. If you went to the expo, or even if you didn't go to the expo, we'd like to also hear your take about black businesses in Canada in general. So this, we're not streamlining it to Saskatoon. Black
Yeah.
businesses in Ontario, black businesses in BC, black businesses in Canada. We would love to hear from you. So we'll go on a short break, and when we come back, we'll be listening from our love coach, Ibis Love Heaven. She is as hot as you know, so don't go anywhere. To be really, 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 really interesting. Stay tuned.
Hello, everyone. My name is Coach Ibis. I am the coach next door. And reaching marriages and strengthening relationships through my platform, Ibis Love Heaven. Remember, you can connect with me and you can also book an appointment with me if you click the link in my bio on Instagram, Ibis Love Heaven, to book an appointment with me. Let me ask you, how are you doing? How is everything with you, your children, your family? Are you intentional about your marriage? Are you intentional about your relationship? Are you putting in the work? Are you giving it your best? I pray that the Lord will help you. I know you're wondering, why do you have a can like this today? What is going on, coach? Today, I feel like flogging someone. Women, let me ask you, why do we hate each other? Why do women hate women? Why do we hate each other so much? In this our small community, you have a man who is married. You have a man who who is under the same roof with his wife. They do things together. They go to the same church together. They come to church together. And he's telling you that he's no longer together with his wife. They just live together because the divorce papers are not completed. And you believe him. How cruel can you be? As a matter of fact, how can you be so stupid? In Yoruba language, they will say, oh, Ponu. He's telling you all of those, and you are the super angel, the superwoman angel that will bring peace into his life, and you're boasting, you are happy. Oh, they're just together. Don't worry, very, very soon the divorce papers will be out and they will go their separate ways, and you believe him. Okay, let me ask you. On this case, I feel like flogging somebody. I want you to go back to him today and ask him, Oga, can I come and spend the weekend? Since you and your wife, since you not be housemate, roommate, let me come over and spend the weekend and let's see if he's going to agree or not. How cruel can you be? How wicked can you be? Listen, I have dealt with 1 or 2 divorces in the past, but the truth is I always push for settlement. If you've attended any of my coaching sessions before, you will attest to this. I push for settlement. I push for reconciliation. What can we do better? How can we get better? But I've had situations where my hands are tied, and the only thing that I could say is, I think you guys need a break. And in such cases, yes. If you move on with another woman, everybody would understand. But a man that is under the same roof with his wife is telling you that he's no longer married to her, and you believe him, and you are the source of another woman's problem. You are the reason why she's crying at night. You are the reason why her children are not getting the best because the house is not in order. You are the reason why she can no longer concentrate at work. You are the reason why she goes naked at night and swear for your generation to generation. And you think you are the better angel that will come and better his life? Why can't a man be done with the first marriage, even if you want to go and pick another person? Why can't you tell him to be done? Or maybe you invite her to a round table with his wife. Let her come and use her mouth to say that they are no longer together. In this small community, sleeping with another woman's husband, why do we hate each other? Women. Is it because of loneliness? The joy that is temporal. I went on Today Ednot's page a few minutes ago, and this woman came out to say, oh, she's no longer with this guy, blah, 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 blah. And I went under that play and I realized that this man was actually happily married, with children. You snatched him in the process of sleeping with him. You got pregnant, you snatched him, and now you are back to say. And I wrote it there. I said, that is how all you home wreckers and all you home destroyers will be coming out in your bitterness, because you will suffer this evil that you're doing. When a man is done, we would know he's done. But when he's still with his wife, and you're a woman, and you want to bring him joy, right? The angel of his life? Really? The perfect woman? You don't even know the genesis. You don't know why he's leaving. A man that is having an affair when he's still married, you want to trust him and you want to marry him because he will now drop cheating because he has met you, right? You have 2 heads and your destiny is gold-plated, right? Let's drop it, ladies. Let's drop it. Today, na proko, na ya kondu. Sis, if you think I'm talking about you, I dey house. Come and beat me. You are wicked. You are cool. In this our small community, why do we hate each other? My name is Coach Ibis. I am the coach next door, and reaching marriages and strengthening relationships. You want to book an appointment with me? Book an appointment with me. Let's talk. That marriage can still work. That relationship can still stand the test of time. That connections, we can reconnect it and make it a better one. I wish you a beautiful week. Bye for now. Thank you.
Oh my gosh, Ibis Love Haven.
This one
I've
is
been
pepper
breathing
scatter
up and
scatter.
down. I've been breathing up and down. Amen. You go first. You go first. You just go first.
um well, I really, really feel sorry for any woman that is going through this right now. It's not easy. But again, I'm going to say something. It takes two to tango. Do you understand? And it takes one
Mhm.
person to allow a snake to get into the house. I was having this
Mhm.
conversation with someone last week, and I said, look, you can't see a snake and say, oh, maybe let me go and play with it and see if it's going to bite me or not.
Mhm.
When you decide as a man, when you decide that the lady outside is more appealing and is someone that you should try, just to test and see if she's better than your wife, just know that you are the one who opened the door for the snake to come in. So I'm going to
Mhm.
hold you responsible first. Now, it's very, very important for women outside to know that not all men know before they will come at me. Men, we love you, no doubt. But just know that there are some men that are very, very good at telling lies. Like the lies, when you hear them, you will believe everything that they say. You can never ever think that you're going to be better than the woman that was in the house before you. Do you understand me? I will tell
Mhm.
something because whether you like it or not, side chicks will always be there. I'm not going to say being a side chick is bad. You know it is bad. So I'm not here to lecture you. You understand? But
Mhm.
if you are a side chick, it is better for you to take your money, whatever it is giving you, whatever peanuts is giving you, because it's peanuts, it's not giving you so much, really. And you can afford this money. It's not you take your money and go. That for you to now wish to now dine and wine in his house. You want to go and live there. You feel like you are better than the wife, you will do better. The same cane they use in pursuing that one is the same cane they will use to pursue you. There are some women now, you are calling somebody's husband my destiny helper. Eh? Yes. Oh, yeah. The man is doing so much for you, what he will not do for
Yes.
his wife. It's
Mm.
really, it's heartbreaking. You will see a man that will go and buy stuff, buy designer stuff. His wife does not have one designer stuff in her name because her husband has refused to buy for her. There is nothing special
Mm.
about your golden plates, according to what IB said. IB, sorry, darling. There's nothing special about your golden plates. Do you
It's not
understand
gold
me? Plates
plated.
na plates. Plates na plates everywhere. So please use your brain. You came to this world to fulfill destiny. You didn't come to this world to become a side chick. That is like a very terrible reputation to have. My goodness. Over to you, Iso. Ibis just came
Okay.
with fire.
Hey, everybody's on fire. So,
I see.
viewers, we really want to hear from you. What's your so Ibis was talking about home wreckers. Now many things are going up in my head. When the term home wreckers, when the term home wreckers is said, usually, I don't know why people think it's gender specific. It's not gender
Hmm.
specific. Because once people see that name, wreckers, immediately they juxtapose a woman's face on the
Yeah.
term. Now, going by what Ibis said, uh, I would something that I kind of lifted from a book. They won't sell if you won't buy. What do I mean by that? The man that will tell the woman, the other woman outside, that, oh, myself and my wife, we are just living as neighbors. Our papers are not done yet. That's why I've not left the house. He is the home wrecker, as far as I'm concerned. He is
Yes.
the one that is at fault. Because when by nature, they they take a word and make a paragraph out of it. That's just how the way a woman's mind works. So if not peddle that lie, not excusing, no, I'm not excusing them. They are also at fault. Women outside that feel, oh, the wife inside is the one at fault. When I come in, I'm going to clean everything. Like you said, it's the same cane they used to beat the old wife. That's what they used to beat the new wife. A man that is cheating on his own wife, what do you think when you enter inside the house? All of a sudden, that cheating appetite will die?
Deliverance
No,
session.
no, 1,000 times no. So when I that term personally, when I hear that term, a home wrecker, I don't just think of only a woman. I think of both the man and the woman
Yes.
because, like you said, it takes two to tango. Now, I
Yes.
believe that Ibis was talking more to the women because, we women, we are at the receiving end, which is just the truth. We are the receiving end. At the end of the day, the man, either way it falls, it favors him. If he goes back to the wife, all well and good. Still the man of the house. If the side chicks now come and take the whole thing, they are the I would say their environment applauds him and say that guy
Oh,
man, he
that's
gets
the
swag,
bad
he know how
man.
to roll, he get game. We
That's so.
excuse the man, but I personally, when it comes to things like that, I always like to flip the table. If it's a woman that is playing two men like this, they will burn at the stake. They will say she's
Oh yeah.
wayward, she's this, she's that. But our environment and our community kind of allows the men. So I think that's why Ibis was talking strictly to the women, that women be wise. Learn. Don't just, okay, so let me put a caveat. Like you said, not all men are like that. But
Yeah.
men, most men, it's like they take honey to rub their tongue, especially when they are chasing a woman.
Linus Mba.
They will tell they will tell you that they will put air conditioner in every mango tree in your father's. They will make you believe the unbelievable.
Oh
And
my
we as
goodness.
women, we will amplify it. We'll say, oh, he's the best thing after
Yeah.
sliced bread. So women,
Mm.
wake up. Wake up. Don't read in between the lines. She said something. She said, if it's really that they are living as housemates, tell the man that you want to come to the house. After all, eh? In I don't know if they do it here in Canada, but in the UK, you see, you might have a three flat, but there are three different living inside the rooms. They are sharing
Yeah.
kitchen, sharing room. If you say you and your wife are now neighbors, nothing happen now. Let the woman
Yeah.
come and stay with you. So,
Mm-hmm.
ladies,
I
wise,
agree.
this should not be said amongst us as a community. I find it really disturbing. So, we would like to hear from you, the men and the women alike. We want to hear your take on this home wrecker business, because I think it's really sad that we're a close community here. Not close, but we're not so big. So, if that is happening amongst us, we never talk the one of, say, coming to a new place and things are, and then another woman is wrecking another woman's home. That should not be mentioned amongst us, as far as I'm concerned. You want to say something,
Yeah.
Amen?
Yes, and I would like to add, dear men, it's very, very important for you to know that your family comes first before any other thing. Meaning, you have created a family and you are the sole proprietor. Apart, after God, you are the one to
Mm-hmm.
take good care of that family and ensure that they have all the basic things that they need to thrive. Now, you having money is meant to be properly spent on your family. I do not subscribe to the fact where you go out to spend money lavishly on other females. Now, let me tell you something that you seem to forget. Not that you know, but you just don't think about it much. Because I think men most times don't think far. It's women that think and overthink it, but men, very short.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's why they just don't, have too much issues. But now, just remind, we have a phone call. Okay. Hello.
Hello.
Hi,
Sorry, I don't know if
name
you
and
said
where are you calling
you
from?
I.
Excuse me. Hi.
Hello. Yeah, my
Please
name
tell
is
us your name
Abiola.
and where.
I'm calling from Saskatoon.
Abiola. Hi, Abiola. How you doing today?
Yeah, I'm doing well.
All right. Please go ahead with your comment.
Yes, I'd like to first of all comment. Give a comment on the melting point team. Sorry, melting pot team. Yeah, so you guys are doing wonderful work here, and
Thank you.
I want to say that the wonderful job you're doing is equally making so much impact in the Black community. Um, First of all, I've heard about the expo, the Black Business Expo. But what made me to attend was because of melting pot. I watched the
Wow.
pitch by one of the convener. I think her name is Tosin, the lady,
Yes.
Yeah.
and
Yes.
our storytelling was actually what made me go to the event because it has elements of big vision in it. And
Yeah.
one of those things he said is that we're looking at how big businesses, could become big businesses to be reckoned with in Saskatchewan, and where we could have a $1 million business in valuation, you know. So this actually encouraged me to go to actually see that. Let me see if someone is painting a big picture. It starts with how you can organize a small event like that. And I would say that that was awesome. That was
Yes,
beautiful.
it was.
That was mind blowing, mind blowing. So I want to encourage other viewers that if you really want to get quality content, come to Melting Pot, and
What?
also if you really
Yes.
want to know what's happening readily, among the Black community, Melting Pot is actually the place you get,
Woo.
quality information. And for me, everyone is doing well. And I want to say thank you to
Thank
all
you.
of you. That's all I have to
Thank
say.
you,
Oh,
sir. Thank you.
thank
Thank
you
you.
so
Thank
much, Abiola. We really appreciate you. Have a
thank you.
lovely,
Thank
lovely
you so much.
week ahead. Thank you.
Oh, he just
All right,
warmed
bye.
my heart with what he said.
Oh yeah,
He's
yeah, yeah,
amazing. So I remember when I
yeah,
was talking about the SO, I only talked about the food aspect because I'm a foodie. But there were other things I saw that were really quite remarkable. So I got to a stand where they were talking about giving grants to women that want to start entrepreneurial endeavors.
yeah.
I got to that stand. I was like, oh, this is good. So for those that get into this, I don't know if you went into to that stand, you reach out to
They
them
came to
and they
me.
can
Yeah,
give you grants and stuff. And so
yeah,
we are advancing as a community. I also went to some of our food, kilishi and all the rest.
yeah,
They've packaged it in such a way that if you go to your regular co-op or 11, you see beef jerkies and stuff. So they
yeah.
packaged it in such a way that now comparable to what you find here. And I'm like, oh yeah, good. Why can't
True.
I? It would be very appealing to me if tomorrow I walk into my office and I see my Caucasian friends eating kilishi.
Oh
It's
yeah.
just like the way I
Mm-hmm.
felt the very first time I heard guy's song coming out of C95. Calm down. What is his name?
Rema. Yes,
Rema. The
Rema.
first time I heard it from C90, I was like, oh, that's my country. So Nigeria is cutting boundaries and we are moving. And the Expo was just, I feel the Expo is a springboard and we can only go higher. So
Yeah.
kudos again to the organizers of the show. And thank you, Mr. Biola, for all your kind words. Oh, I
Yes.
really appreciate the fact that you say melting point, melting pot.
Melting.
I
Yeah,
appreciate that.
yeah. Yes.
I really have
Yeah.
that. God bless you. So, other viewers, we're waiting to hear from you. You can talk about the expo, or you can talk about the video from IBIS Love Coach. We would like to hear your take on the subjects that we have brought forth in the show. So, I'm just going to say a little bit on IBIS video, and the aspect that I wanted to address was the aspect of I know that it's not easy. Human relations is not easy. And sometimes it seems as if we are constantly hitting on our men and saying, oh, they are not measuring up. And so now I want to tax our women. Before the man started going outside to buy flowers for another woman, something went wrong. So, our women, if you start to sense that things are going haywire in your home, yesterday, let me borrow this because I think it would explain what I'm trying to say. Yesterday, at the singles and married banquet, the speaker made a very, very resounding comment. He said, women, every time you tell your husband, let us talk, they panic because that word instills fear in them because they'll say, oh, what have I done again? Hey, she wants to start complaining. So why don't we change the game? Let it be that when you tell him that let us talk, he's probably expecting that, oh, when I get home that evening, she's going to blast me. She's going to tell me I failed in this part. Surprise him. Let him come and meet that there are roses, there are flowers, there's a beautiful meal, you are in lingerie. We are like,
And
let
a
us talk
PS5.
this time around. This time around, let us talk is not me bashing you. Let us
Yeah.
talk is me giving you tender, loving care so that they do not associate that word, let us, with wahala. So
Yeah.
women, let's try that because I think, truth be told, although there are men that are serial cheats, I beg, not, you can't take that away. But sometimes something led to the man going outside to look for a woman that would want to listen to all his lies. I remember the marriage counselor also said women to be complimented when they dress, but that what they don't know is men also like compliments. So your husband cuts his hair, tell him he looks nice. Your husband will change, tell him something so that if a man is okay, he said if the man is full from from home, he will not taste the honey
Yeah.
outside.
Yeah.
Let's try that. Let's do that. Let's be giving to affection and love to our homes and hope that that will make things improve. But for those that are serial cheats, that even if you like some assault from here to Jericho, they will do what they want to do. That's the time you would now switch gears and look for external help in the form of getting a counselor, and even if you are someone of faith, pray as well and believe that something good will come out. So I like to hear our viewers. I know there are people that love to call on the show. I want to hear you. Tell me. So amen. All this
Yeah.
preaching,
I
I
was
just preach now in 30 minutes. Do you support or you don't support?
No, I support absolutely. Definitely I support. I'm just saying that, like I said, it takes two to tango, right? And it's very important for men to know that this money you are spending outside on someone else, you're not the only person in that girl's life, really. In
Mhm.
case you don't know, she has other men that do the same thing you do or even do higher than you, you know. So, oh, there's a phone call. After this phone call, I'll continue. Hello.
Okay.
Hello.
Hi everyone, my name is Adiran. I just want to
Hey,
say,
Ediri, how
great
are
job,
you?
ladies. Fantastic work you guys are doing. Like I've always said, you guys, the vision based on what you guys have done is, it will reach the ends of Canada, the U.S. There's a niche, there's a need for what you guys are doing, and please don't take it
Thank you.
lightly. That's number one. Number two, shout out to the organizers of the Black Business Expo, and that, I don't think we can say it enough. You guys did a fantastic job, and more grease to your elbows on that. Um, Respect. That's what I wanted to say with regards to that. And then the with regards to the comments for Ibis Love Haven, I think my comments today is actually addressed to
to the women, I like what the fact what she said with regards to what's going on. However, there is there are a couple of things I just need to mention. Number one is the fact that please be aware that men and women and alike are actually they're human beings. Number one. Number two is the fact that there's coming a time that they're saying in terms of statistics that the amount of women is going to outnumber the men. There are countries right now that are having men pandemic, so to speak, where they don't have enough men in their what they call now in their countries or in their communities, and you have an outnumbering of that. But what I would like to say to the ladies is, before you start to make a lot of noise, you put stress on your man, be aware that the rules are circulating, right? Be aware that there will be somebody that will switch places with you in a heartbeat. Be aware that what you have is really, it is precious, it is to be protected, it is to be guarded. You need to calm down to talk to your man. You need to calm down to talk to your man so that they would not, like, I love the comment that Iso mentioned. When a man is full from the house, there's no need to go out tasting anything anywhere, right? There are serial cheaters, yes, 100%. But my comments to the ladies is protect what you have. If you have to stoop to conquer, stoop to conquer. Don't say, I am married to him, that's it. And the same goes for the men as well, but particularly for the ladies. It is harder for a divorced man to get remarried than for a divorced woman to get remarried. One question I always ask is, if a woman, after she was cheated on, gets divorced, and wants to get back in the game, the person is, trying to keep herself and make sure, where does she find another man that has never been married? Where does she find somebody that has, where does she find somebody that is willing at her age? Because if she has a child, it has to, you at that age, where do you find somebody? And there's another, you look from a pool, and the pool of people that are her age have been married at one time or the other, or have something to have done. And that's why, it becomes an issue. Then you add the stigma within the African community that they say, there's this stigma, unjust stigma that is hard on women that are divorced, right? That it is almost difficult for them to remarry again, that they have to go outside the African community to even find love again, to be able to say, okay, you know what? I will accept you the way you are. I will accept you regardless of. So you see, the pool keeps getting smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. And that's why I want to honestly say, please, women, do all what you need to do to protect your home. If it means lingerie every weekend, please do it. If it means, regardless of whatever it does, if it means that you have to say, talk to your man. And like what Iso said, it's like not all home wreckers are women. There are some that are men, but still,
Totally.
It goes both ways. Talk to your man, communicate, give him compliments, give him good feedback. Good feedback promotes good decisions. That's all I
Hello,
want to say.
Ediri. Ediri, I have a question for you. What if the man has coconut head naturally and he doesn't listen? He just wants to fly. What would the woman do?
If you see the challenge is this, right?
Hello, are you there?
Hello?
You.
Hello? Oh my
Hello.
goodness. Oh,
Hello?
sorry, we lost Ediri. Hello?
Hello?
Hi.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Tell us your name and where you're
Hi,
calling
my
from.
name is Rashida.
Rashida, hi, where are you calling from?
Yeah, I'm calling from Saskatoon.
Hi, Rashida, please go ahead.
Yeah, I'm actually calling for the first time, and I would say
Wow.
I'm a first time on this show as well.
Oh my goodness. Thank you
Uh,
so much, Rashida.
so far, so far so good. I think I'm enjoying it.
Okay.
Um, I want to appreciate you for the job that you guys are doing. It's really a good one, and hopefully more people get to see that this is what you're doing, and you're trying to reach out to the community at large and just put everybody into the spotlight. Thank you for that.
Oh,
Thank you.
I
Thank you.
want to talk about the expo because I was a vendor at the expo. The organizer, they did a great job. I wasn't expecting that. Like, everything was just superb. The settings, the visibility, though I didn't sold out, but I got something much more than sold out. Because I was able to connect
Fantastic.
with different vendors as well. I was able to meet people. Like, I didn't even know we had such a huge number of vendors, black vendors in Saskatoon,
yeah.
let alone in that same building for that yesterday. I was wowed. Like, the conference room was filled up to the brim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm yet to get out of that feeling. Like, I was so happy. Like, this will be the first kind of what's it called for me to go that at least I'm happy with my money.
Yes.
Because
Mm-hmm.
the money I
Yes.
paid, I got more than that. It was
Yeah.
what I paid. Yeah, I was so happy. In fact, for those that knows me, that have been going for stuff like this, they were like, okay, because I had to post what's it called, a video of me, like an appreciation post on my page. Like, I was so happy dancing. Like, this would be my first time like experiencing such. So it was really amazing. I met amazing vendors and I connect with people, hoping that this platform will bring more collaborations. I'm very
Yes.
hopeful and looking forward to that. Anyways,
Yes.
Fantastic.
Yes. Oh my
yeah,
goodness. Thank you so much, Rashida. Thank you.
thank you.
Enjoy
Thank
the
you
rest of
for
your week,
calling in.
okay? Yeah.
You too. Thank
Bye.
you, guys. Bye.
Bye. Wow. So I did ask Adiri a question, but before I say anything else, I want to say that we got this booklet from the expo and it has all the names. I just want to tell you how detailed and organized they were. It had it has all the names of the businesses in categories from here. Like right here, we have graphics, website design, logistics, beauty, lifestyle, events, clothing, books. It even has a little game here. You get to tell the number of likes. I'm still on it, and the pictures of the organizers here. Right, everything, the businesses and their barcodes, everything is right here. It was well put together. This is like an elevated version,
Mm.
a better version of what the
Mm-hmm.
African community represents. I tell you, the Black community, sorry, this is what we represent. We represent class, we represent, you
Excellence.
know, tenacity,
Excellence.
excellence, yeah, resilience as well.
Yeah.
Coming
Yeah.
into another country to thrive is something to be
Yes.
celebrated. And I must say, thank you so much, the organizers. You guys did an amazing. Take your flowers right now. Take your flowers. All right, over to you, so I'm done.
Yes. Thank you, everyone. Ediri, we're so sorry we lost your audio, and if you
Yeah,
can call back, that would be great. But nonetheless, if you want to drop your comment once we go offline, also appreciate that. We want to wrap this up now because our time is up. The time is
wow,
never
it's so
enough.
fast. Yeah,
So
it's never
time goes
enough.
so fast. But I have to
Hmm.
give it to the men today. You guys topped the chat because
Mm-hmm.
we had two guys calling and
Abiola,
Rashida, that's
Ediri,
Abiola and Ediri, and then
yeah, and
Rashida, right?
Rashida.
Yes. So
Yes.
we want to say thank you to those that called in. Like I say always, the conversation continues on. Any final before we say our
Oh, just take good care of yourself. Go and do that thing that has been in your heart. Push, push, push. Okay, don't stop. Don't let anybody stop you. Okay, the sky and above the sky and beyond the sky is there for you to conquer. I love you all. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you to everyone that made the show a success. I always leave with this: life is for the living. Bye for now.
Yeah.
Bye. See you on the
Bye.
next one.